Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to continue on with my videos of kind of what I've melted throughout the whole course of 2017. Today I decided to focus on all Canadian vendors that I could find. So we have 4 different companies that I did try in 2017, and we're going to go through all their empties. But before we go any further, I have an excuse, I'm not the best at putting nail polish on, but I have Sittin' Pretty, sorry, Sittin' Pretty on all of my nails in purple, and then we have, and Sittin' Pretty's by Essie, and then number 2 Strobe Light from Sally Hansen's Extreme Wear on Anywhere You See Glitter. So you will see that on my nails. Alright, so as usual, some of them were a long time ago. I melted and didn't write things down, but I'll pretty much know if it worked out and whatnot. There is one vendor here I will start off with, and I'm hoping to try more of his stuff out this year in 2018. And it is Mutts for Mutts. And actually, he's super local to me, you guys. Like, we're talking 30-minute drive for me. And he has his own website. So I think it's .ca. Anyway, long short of it is he and his husband have an amazing, I don't know how they do it, but they take in dogs, elderly dogs who either their owners can't anymore keep them, or their owners have passed themselves, and I don't know how they do it, but they do, and it's got to be a really tough thing to do. So anyway, all the proceeds that they make from the sale of their wax, their body scrubs, bath bombs, all sorts of things. You can find Mutts for Mutts on Instagram, Facebook page, all of that stuff. Really awesome, and I received this as a sample to try, and I'm telling you, this was strong. It was just like a paw, like the paw that you see in there in the sticker. That was quite a large melt in chocolate mint and enamel bars, so it did really well. It was very strong. Like I say, I'm really looking forward to melting more from this company in 2018. This was the only thing I got to try of it. And then there is this elusive, in Canada, this elusive vendor, I believe it's from New Brunswick, and you can't tell, it's just the sticker here. One's grapefruit tangerine, one's iced cinnamon rolls. It is Melts, Prims, and More, and they only have a store. I think it's in New Brunswick, and of course I can't get to the store. It's clear across the country. It's like saying to someone from LA, saying, oh yeah, you could just go grab it. No, it's like in Maine, you know, it's clear across the country. So I did receive this, I purchased a D-stash from a gal locally to me, and there was a whole bunch of these in there. Now I will say they're little square shapes, and they were okay. The cinnamon rolls were just too cinnamony for me, but the grapefruit tangerine was good. But I just didn't feel like, now that I've melted so many vendors, and including Canadian ones, I don't find that these were very strong. But I don't know how old they were either. So I'm not 100% certain as to how old those melts were when I got them. But anyway, regardless, I'm glad I tried them. Again, another Canadian company that I did try. And I don't know, like, they're so hard to get. You actually have to have someone who lives near the town or in the town that company has their shop and the personal shops for you, and I don't really know anyone there. Next company up, another Canadian, of course, this whole video is on Canadian companies, is Make Sense Candle Company. So it's the website's right there. The one thing I will say overall, Make Sense, I do like Make Sense Candle Company, but I have found that I say this, but there's one of my favorite melts of all of 2017 is from this company. But what I will say is I don't like the bags. Any of us who have purchased a lot of you know, vendor wax melts, there's just something to the feel of the polypropylene bag. These ones are pretty thin. Now this sticker looks perfect, but you will see, like Tiffany candles, a lot of the stickers that I had very quickly just almost hard to read, but this one ended up being okay. These were 2 shapes. These are 2 fluted tarts. Anything in the shape like this bag was 2 fluted tarts, and it was good. Lemon iced tea, but I wouldn't repurchase that one again myself. I did a wax melt off of Love Spell types, which is Victoria's Secret type, like it says there. And again, you can sort of see that it's wearing off. And again, we had 2 fluted tarts, but look at, like, we're even onto 2 different bags, and I just feel like there needs to be some consistency. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just pointing out, you know, now that I've been into vendor wax overall now, I don't think there's any room in vendor wax ever any more sticky bags, or if you're gonna sell fluted tarts, that you put them in the same size bag kind of thing. So anyway, and those bags are really thin. I felt like the scent leached out of them by the time I melted them, because I gave them a couple months cure time like I do for almost all of my melts. But I did find that they, like, I really did feel that maybe because of this is such a small, like a thin bag, that it leached perhaps. This is whipped wild berries. Again, nothing to write home about. I would never pre-purchase this. I didn't really, again, I can get wild berries anywhere. I mean, I want to support Canadian, I really do. And like I said, one of my absolute favorite melts of all of 2017 is in and from this company. So it's not the company, it's just I feel these bags really did a disservice to the wax, in my opinion, and from my experience in my home. Again, that's all I can say. This again was 2 fluted tarts and melon ball fizz, and I did like the fizzy note to this. It was melon and fizz, and it was good. But again, another thing with the bags, they're just never consistent, and I don't get it. I don't understand. Bite Me, this was also part of a wax melt off that you'll find in the wax melt offs. So it was like cola, or was it cola and apple? I can't remember, but anyway, it was 2 fluted tarts again, but I believe this one was actually fairly strong. So that's good. Yay. And this one, it was called Fruit Loops, but you can't read that. But Fruit Loops, again, 2 fluted tarts, good. It's a standard Fruit Loops oil. Nothing again to write home about, and I don't remember that being a standout. But my absolute favorite melt of all that I completely finished, I should say, because I do have a couple other ones that haven't finished yet from this company, is her olive branch Lush type. And I blended this. Down the road you'll see in a whole other video on an empty. I blended, these were bunts, and this is a big bag. And again, we got to get away from these bags. There's no top to it. I mean, it was a lovely little something to close it, but let's be honest. We're paying pretty good money here. It would be nice to have a little bit more of a seal to say, like, in the bag again is, you know, anyway, I'm just a broken record. I'm just being honest, but her olive branch Lush type was absolutely amazing. It was truly just like the shower gel. And what I was trying to say is I blended, these are all little miniature bunts. I must have had, like, I don't know, 9 bunts in here. And I would take 1 bunt and melt it, a full one, with a half of a mustache from that, well, it's called that Smell Good shop now, or Wilma's, of her shaving cream. Yeah. Oh my gosh, you guys, like that. I had a post on my Instagram. I loved it. I rave about it. And again, this is still making my top. This is going to make my top 2017 melts. So, I mean, again, I'm not dissing the company. I'm just being honest now that I've had a bit of experience in melting and so on. And of course, I want to support Canadian as well. Absolutely. But I'm only going to come to you guys with my honest opinion on everything. I hope you guys know that. So, and another company, the next company is Ambrosia Shop, which was really cool. Unfortunately, they are no longer in business. Again, there's a little tag in there. This was open, and then it kind of closed with that little ribbon. This was in Magic Dragon. These are some of the first melts I melted throughout 2017, so I can't remember all of them. What I will say overall, for the most part, I didn't get the strongest throw on most of these, not all, but most of these weren't very strong. It was unfortunate because she went out of business due to personal reasons. So I don't know if she's just trying to use up her inventory, which is smart. Try to use up your inventory while you have it, so you're not wasting your money, right? And so you're making some money too. So again, I want to support Canadian. She's no longer in business. If she were to come back in business, of course, I would give her another try for sure. I did place a fairly good, substantial order. So this is Magic Dragon. Another bag. It's the same blue raspberry candy, just as it states. I don't like maple. You guys probably know that by now, but this is Canadian maple. I think this is a sample that I received, and you can see this is when I received it in my home, April 12th of 2017. And let's see here, we've got Galactic Cherry, which to me it smelled like cherry cola, which was lovely. I actually remember loving that one very much. Gummy berry juice was really good, actually. This is a really, really nice one. I believe I had it in another, I want to say I had it in another way too. I don't know, maybe I didn't. But anyway, gummy berry juice was really, really nice. And they had, like, there were little brittle bits, and they actually had little shapes of gummy bears in it. I thought that was so adorable. It was like melting gummy bears, kind of cute. Summer Vacation, which was just like a nice summery type scent. And there's, put those there. Southern Charm, can't really remember what that one was about. Can't remember. Sorry, I'm not gonna go into that detail. An Evening Spa. I actually remember I liked this one, so it was more of like a, it was more of an, exactly, an evening fresh scent. And then there's some scent shots. So she sold those ones were either like brittles, like little brittle or crumbles. And then we had scent shots here, which we're going to talk about. Orange Dream was really nice. There's your standard orange cream dream, like an orange Campino. Sandalwood Vanilla. I'm not a big fan of sandalwood myself, but it was nice. It was good. I did find that I had to throw the entire scent shot. And again, these were not the best scent shots themselves. Again, I totally understand. She was, you know, probably just trying to sell her all of what she has so she can, you know, close up shop. And like I said, she closed for personal reasons. So these are not the best. They're very flimsy. Wow. They're very flimsy. And as you will find out down the road, it's sometimes very difficult to get the wax out. But anyway, there's Sandalwood Vanilla and Bite Me again. So that was really good. So I think I did yeah, that was part of a wax melt off. You can sort of see, look at the dye of that. The dye on the Bite Me went, wow. It really sucked the oil into the actual scent shot. All right, so the next three we've got are Surfer Shack. So it's like a summery, like beachy kind of scent. Sun-Kissed Coconut, which reminded me, I'm trying to remember, it's a Bath & Body. I said that in the video. It's a Bath & Body Works dupe for, it was a candle from Bath & Body Works. I know I said it in my video too. It was 100% dupe for sure. This was really, really good. I really enjoy this. I think it was coconut. It was the one that was like orange and coconut that came out in 2016, I want to say, in the summer. 7-Up Pound Cake. Now, I've realized now throughout the course of 2017 now, I'm not a huge 7-Up Pound Cake fan. But this was really nice and it did throw really well. I remember that. But I'm not personally a big fan of 7-Up Pound Cake. Yuzu Fruit. This was, I never even, until I got this, I had no idea what yuzu was, but it's like a Japanese fruit. So that was really nice. Peaches and Cream was very nice as well. Very much just as it says, peaches and cream. And this is the one I wanted to point out to you where this was a struggle. So you pop the, you take the scent shot, you pop the lid off, and you flip the shot upside down, and you should be able to push it out of the scent shot. That wasn't the case for this. I struggled, as you can clearly see. This looks like the Griswolds when they were going tobogganing, and after you put all that slippery silicone stuff on the bottom of that thing, that metal, whatever you want to call it, and he went sliding down for like eons and eons and end up in the parking lot at Walmart. That's what this reminds me of. But that's the struggle of is trying to pop it out, and I literally had to rip it out and take it away from there. So coconut cream was really nice, but the packaging just did not suffice. It did not do well. And last but certainly not least, we have another Canadian vendor that I did purchase her advent calendar for 2017. This is the first year in 2017 that I actually, well, it was into vendor wax, and therefore I purchased two advent calendars. One from this next vendor, Canadian, and the other was an American vendor. So that is Mandala Melts. And she's based out of Calgary, Alberta. So it's one province over from me, which is actually, in the grand scheme of wax and wax melts, darn close, is like your neighbor. So I'm going to go through the scent shots that I went through. With a lot of Mandala melts, I know I can split these in half and melt them in 2 different melters. And generally I get a medium to medium high throw and anything higher than that, I'll let you know. She does a lot of Lush dupes, which is awesome. For any of you guys who enjoy Lush, I'm hoping, she just did a pre-order, and I think it's going to be coming in March. And then after that, I'm really hoping she'll do like a Lush dupe, because she does a lot of really good dupes. Anyway, this was Snow Cake, so that's a Lush dupe. Then we have Winnie the Pooh, and that, I don't have the descriptions. This was like Honey, I Washed the Kids, I want to say. It was very similar to that. So Winnie the Pooh, and you can see themes. She does lots of little themes. Oh my gosh, one of my favorites, Flourish and Blots. This was from the Harry Potter collection that she put out, and we received all of our melts in the fall. And this I melted over the holiday season. Tart Cranberries and Ginger Ale. This was magnifique. This was amazing. I love this one very, very much. I would buy a loaf in Flourish and Blots, to be honest with you. Lord of Misrule, complete spot on again for Lush's Lord of Misrule, which is patchouli, vanilla, and black pepper. Very nice, strong throw. Early Morning, and we have no scent notes. I can't remember what this one was about. Oh yeah, it's got like I mean, what I can smell of this, I think it was one of the first ones I ever melted from her. You can sort of tell the pour date there is from April 2017. I want to say it's like a fruity scent, like a peach almost, but it was very nice. Like that. Stitch, which is awesome, and I know it's one of her popular blends on her website. I don't have the, maybe I do have it somewhere else, I can't remember. Oh, here it is. So I also have Stitch in a bag, which I received as a sample, and it's blackberry jam and sugar cookies. And this is so good, you guys. I really enjoyed Stitch very much, actually. That was really good, so I'll just put that there. And Yognog, of course, Lush, and smells just like Yognog. And the last scent shot before we go on to a couple bags here is Nemo. And I don't have scent note descriptions for Nemo. I want to say there's 7-Up pound cake in here. There's a bakery note in there for sure. I can't remember all. I'm sorry that I don't have all the scent note descriptions on everything. I tried my best to put them on there. But anyway, Nemo was nice. It smells nice still inside the container. Now, this is the very first Mandala melts that I ever received. A friend of mine, fellow Facebook buddy and all that, Vanessa, I bought a D-stash from Vanessa, and she sent over a few Mandala melts. I'd never even heard of Mandala melts. This is early spring of 2017. Anyway, she wrote it on there, and it was in August, because that was my birth month. That's when I'm born. It was a scent called August. So obviously it was a collection that Sam from Mandala Melts had done. So perhaps it was like a zodiac, I'm not sure. But anyway, it was August, and which is my birth month, which was awesome. And it smelled amazing. And we have Hera. Don't have scent note descriptions. I'm just showing you guys anyway. And I've got a couple here that are my favorites. Ariel. There. Sebastian, which I know is also very, very popular. Oh my gosh, this is so good. Oh, okay. Sam, I've talked to Sam about, she's like, she's trying not to do too many bags. I think she's trying to use up what she has for bags. These sticky ones that I was mentioning before, like, I think it's just, I feel like if I don't use this right away, the scent will go away, or I'll have to rebag. But Aries is so popular on her website. Whenever she does open up for customs, Aries sells so fast. This one is, oh shoot, I don't have it written down. It's like Sleepy from the Bathing Garden. And I don't feel bad about sharing with you another company's scent, because, you know, it's great to know that you can get different blends from different vendors at any time. And when one vendor has it, another vendor doesn't. And so if you want that scent, you know where to get it. So this is like a sleepy. And so this is like pink sugar and peppermint. This is gorgeous. And when she makes custom or opens for customs, people will buy loaves. I mean, VCS size loaves of this stuff. And it, I know, I haven't bought customs, but I buy like a lot of her samplers and things like that. I do enjoy trying because I'm so new. I want to try a bunch of different things, but this is definitely one I would get in a loaf for sure. And coconut vanilla was very, very nice. Is like coconut vanilla. It was very, very nice for the summertime. This was lovely and super strong. Jasmine, which is lavender and laundry. And so it was a little loaf and it had 2 Mickey Mouse heads on it. And I melted, like chopped this up in many different pieces and melted this exclusively in my bathroom because of it being a laundry scent. But this was beautiful. I loved that one. Then we just have a couple more. Cotton candy sugar cookies. Yummy and sweet. And lamb, which I can't remember the scent note description, but it was more like a sleepy. I think there was lavender in that one. And lastly, we have Prince Eric. And I can't remember what that one is. I think that's a dupe for something for Lush. I want to say Lush again. I can't remember though. I can't tell because it was a while ago that I melted this, but I can't tell. But anyway, there's Prince Eric. So you guys, that is my Canadian wax vendor roundup of all things I've melted and gone through in 2017. All right, you guys, as always, be safe, take care, have fun. Bye, guys.